In today's video, I'm sharing with you 10 subtle signs you're a more attractive man than you think. 1. You find yourself locking eyes with lots of people. Your brain gives you a dopamine shot when looking at something pleasurable. This dopamine shot is equivalent to eating your favorite food or winning the lottery. As humans, we tend to stare at things we find pleasurable: art, film, and at other people. There are different eye contact levels, so don't assume that every woman you lock eyes with is interested. Sometimes our eyes are just wandering around and they coincidentally meet with someone else's eyes. But if a woman keeps looking at you even for short periods, it means she likes what she sees. If the eye contact comes with a smile, it can convey intense emotion she has for you. This is considered a subconscious attempt to establish a connection with you. Furthermore, suppose you notice a woman making eye contact and she doesn't look away when you catch her staring. In that case, this means she is even more interested and is trying to give you a hint to start a conversation. 2. Women raise their eyebrows when they look at you. When someone raises their eyebrows, it usually means they are either surprised or caught off guard. If someone looks at you and subconsciously raises their eyebrows, it's another one of the subtle signs you're attractive. In the 1995 book, The Human Face: Emotions, Identities, and Masks, Dane Archer found that humans have less control over the top of their heads, eyes, brows, and forehead. Regarding emotion, like smiling, raising your eyebrows is a natural reaction conducted by your brain. It can be done consciously, but usually isn't. When women see an attractive person, they can also subconsciously make duck lips. Now, I'm not talking about your standard duck face that is found on social media. This is a much more subtle duck face that only lasts 1 or 2 seconds. Look for a slight puckering of her lips. She's subconsciously telling you she wants to kiss you. This gesture can be compared to licking lips, which also signals the same wish. 3. You have a growth mindset. There are 2 different types of mindsets you can have: fixed and growth. The latter is one of the signs you are a more attractive guy than you think. In a fixed mindset, people believe their necessary qualities, like their intelligence or talent, are simply fixed traits. They spend their time documenting their intelligence or talent instead of developing them. They also believe that talent alone creates success, without effort. In a growth mindset, people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. Someone who has a fixed mindset is fixed. They never progress. However, someone with a growth mindset thinks anything is possible. To women, this mindset is irresistible. Not only are you more positive, but you're much more enjoyable to be around. Women are more attracted to men who are continually looking to improve themselves. This is also what makes you an excellent team player, which is very important and very attractive. 4. People value your opinion over others. This point needs a little bit of background to fully understand. In the 2011 book, Beauty Pays: Why Attractive People Are More Successful, Daniel Hammermish found that attractive people earn 4 more than people with below average looks and get hired sooner and promotions more quickly. This shows that attractive people are more successful than unattractive people, and others will naturally assume you're successful based on looks. Following the idea that you're successful, others naturally seek out the opinion of people like you. Women or men will naturally come to you for your thoughts because they want to emulate you and your success. 5. Others go out of their way to help you. Have you noticed that others jump at the opportunity to help you with a problem you're having, regardless of the situation? The reason for this is another one of the subtle signs you're attractive. People are more likely to lend you a helping hand. We tend to subconsciously be friendlier and more generous to those we find to be beautiful. People naturally help others when they want to feel better about themselves and appear better to others. In essence, she's trying to help you to make herself look better in your eyes. The halo effect comes into play here as well. The halo effect is a cognitive bias in which our overall impression of a person influences how we feel about their character. For instance, if you're viewed as attractive, odds are others will think you're naturally a good person. By helping you, a woman is trying to rise to your level of perceived goodness. 6. People ask you a lot of questions. Why do you ask someone questions? The answer is simple. You want to get to know that person better. With over 7 billion people globally, why on earth would this beautiful woman be asking you so many questions? Another one of the subtle signs you're attractive is that women want to know you better. She's taking the first step. She's kicking the first step. She's curious about you and is putting in effort towards understanding you. Subconsciously, she's also trying to get you to like her more. A study from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology in 2017 found that people who ask more questions, particularly follow-up questions, are better liked by their conversation partners. When people are instructed to ask more questions, they are perceived as higher in responsiveness. This interpersonal construct captures listening, understanding, validation, and care. So the next time a woman asks you a bunch of questions, don't be annoyed. Take it as a compliment and start talking to her. Odds are she finds you attractive. 7. Everyone around you is happy. In biology, your brain in love, Helen Fisher found that when someone sees someone attractive, their brain hits them with dopamine, similar to how you feel when you look at a good painting. It's much more common for someone to smile at strangers they find attractive than someone they don't. If you happen to notice that you get a friendly smile from most people you pass by on the street, chances are they find you attractive. We tend to smile at things or people that are aesthetically pleasing subconsciously. Giving a quick smile can be a way of flirting, but more often than not, it's just a natural reaction to something pleasing to the eye. Another sign that you're more attractive than you think is that everyone laughs at your jokes. Now, you might be the next Larry David, but chances are you tell some jokes that fall flat. If you notice that more times than not, others are laughing at your jokes, you're probably attractive. Women are attracted to a good sense of humor in general and love when you smile. Don't be afraid to smile and laugh with people. Don't laugh at people. 9. You understand multimodal attraction. One of the more subtle signs you are an attractive guy is understanding the multimodal approach. This means you know there's more than one mode of attraction. It's not all about looks, it's multifaceted. It also depends on how you sound and smell. In other words, there are 3 key factors that determine your attractiveness. For this reason, don't restrict yourself to a one-dimensional approach. As men, we tend to focus in on visuals and forget the importance of smell and sound. Give these other 2 the attention they deserve. Start by finding yourself a few signature scents. It's common knowledge nowadays that smell is the sense most closely linked with memory. Be remembered fondly. Try a wide variety of different fragrances. Instead of having just one signature scent, build a collection till you have one for each type of occasion. Something for day, something for night, maybe something for work. Remember, gentlemen, attraction isn't just about not smelling bad. It's also about smelling good and sending that message that you want to send. When it comes to your voice, get rid of crutch words. Learn how to develop a manly voice. If you've got an accent, consider losing it if you think it might be holding you back. On the other hand, an accent can sometimes work to your advantage. 10. Practice builds confidence. I know trying to appeal to every sense means dealing with a lot of variables, but it's something that you can practice. Of course, you can't always control, say, the way the environment smells, but you can control how you smell, Please tell me you bathe regularly and use deodorant. What you can also do is be confident, know what you stand for, and send your message with intention. That's one reason why men who are a little older really attract women, because they know how to be a confident man. They're comfortable in their own skin. They've developed and they've had experience. They've taken the time to actually figure out what they stand for. They know and like who they are. It's not about just grabbing pieces here or there, haphazardly piecing together a Frankenstein costume and then trying to wear it. It's about developing confidence. You do this when you consistently practice a multimodal approach to how you present yourself and send the message you want to send, In the link I put in the description of this video, you can learn 3 tips for using the body language to get the girls you really want to start fantasizing about you, including a technique to make her crave your touch, a technique for getting her to think about kissing you, and a way to make her dream about you all day long. You can access the link I put in the description to watch my video now. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.